Hey there, lads and lasses. Huck, we're looking blurry again today. I guess the cam has, well, I don't know. It's sort of, cam has decided to do what it wants to do. Let me make some adjustments here. Let me see. Right here we are. Let's do this. And this. And if I haven't told you hundreds and hundreds of times, do not autofocus. And zoom. I want to be right about here. Now, please, Windows, just leave it like that. Okay? Just like that. How many times? How many times? Anyways, this is Thornhand64 coming at you an hour early today on Wednesday. It is a little bit past 11 o'clock a.m. Pacific Standard Time on a Wednesday. That can only mean that it's time for some generations. And this is going to be a Baby Zombie Rush Day. So we'll be in the creative world working on the not so mini game, doing some redstone stuff, plodding along on our game that is taking us forever. But it's supposed to take us forever because we're learning redstone. That's the important part. All right. Let's switch over the, well, let me log on to the server first. I know I need to switch the displays. Let me get into the server and then I'll switch over. So, Kachi gets out of school a little bit earlier today, his second day, and so I need to do the stream a little earlier so I'm not late picking him up. His first day went excellent yesterday, if any of you happen to be curious. All right. I'll switch over the display. Just let me get over to here. Alrighty. Let's switch over our display. There we go. And how about we do that? That's a little better. Hey there! How's it going? Welcome back to Baby Zombie Rush. Yeah, that's us. Okay, when last we left off, I'm not going to go through the whole progress board here. Let's do a little Michael Jackson moonwalk here. There we go. So you can see all of the different dead-end features that we've been installing here. We are currently finishing up this one, which, good Lord, this took so much time. Suspicious Stews, Suspicious Secret Tunnel. Yeah, this has been a thing. Let me bring you on over. And I think that's over here. Right about here. All right, and let's go into survival mode here. I'll do this. Player comes to a dead end. Floor drops away. They find themselves in the tunnel. They cannot escape from the tunnel. So they decide, well, let's proceed. Let's see what the tunnel holds in store for us. They may be pursued by bloodthirsty baby zombies who may have fallen into the hole with them. This is temporary. So then they come upon this in the middle of this dark and dangerous tunnel. Keep the baby zombies out. Suspicious stews. Suspicious stews. Hey there, I'm Suspicious Stew. And I'd like to welcome in Biggity Cheese, who I think is in the other room. I think he's still at the house right now. Welcome on in, son. Happy Wednesday. So, yeah, we have Suspicious Stew here, and the player can come in here and try their luck with the Suspicious Stew if they would like. The Suspicious Stews are going to be randomly distributed, probably right out here. The player will get one. We'll get to choose one. There are 9 different kinds. and they're beneficial, detrimental, or quite benign. And so they have various effects, and then this player indulges upon in the suspicious stew, and tries under the effects of the stew to proceed through the maze, through the tunnel. Right on down to here. I think it's over to here, right? Oh, am I going back from whence I came? I think I might be. Oh, no, we're fine. We're fine. There we go. Now, I do need to adjust the timing on this a little bit, but the player then is deposited back into the maze at a disguised point, which they should not be able to recognize when they come upon this feature again, should they happen to, and then proceed through the maze. I'm thinking at this point some baby zombies may also appear somewhere, maybe around here. We'll use a command block just in case, just to keep the pursuit going, right? And then the player will continue throughout the maze here. One of the things I needed to do was to get the stew distribution system in place. And we needed to make a randomizer and distributor kind of deal. And so with a lot of work, I've gotten it down to this, which I'm pretty proud of. Well, I wouldn't say I'm proud of it. I find it very satisfying. I'm very satisfied with this. So let's remove some of this so we can see what's going on. So what we need to have happen is there are 9 different stews. When the player opens the chest, at random, one of those 9 stews need to appear into the chest, and then the system needs to be disabled so they can't take any more. That's what needed to happen. So getting the system here where you have the chest and having it, having the dropper dispense or drop a stew into the chest one at a time, that wasn't a problem. That's very easy to do. That's pretty standard technology. You can look that up anywhere on YouTube. But getting it to then shut off afterwards so you can't take any more, that was a little tricky. And I've removed all of the prototypes here, but you can see those in past streams where we spent the last 2 streams, I think it was, at least the last 2 streams, trying to work out this kind of system. And of course, we've had overly complicated systems in place, very large systems. And then I finally got it all the way down to this. And this is pretty darn cool. So you can see here I have different pieces of wool here representing the different kinds of stew, right? And I've temporarily removed this so you can see what's going on. But I would like, excuse me, I would like the player to be able to come up to the countertop. Stew will be behind the countertop here, and then be able to open the chest. A stew will pop in there. They will retrieve it. Chest will close. And they may take the stew or whatnot and do whatever they want with it. But then if they try again, there, see, they can't. So what happens is this is a trapped chest down here. It activates the dropper. And let me see, redstone. Block of redstone right here. Here it is in its primed state right there. Okay, and so when they open the chest up, let's do this. We should get a different stew this time, but randomly, you know, there is repetition in random systems, so we may get the same one again. We may get a different one. But when they open this up, this will dispense a random stew into there. The observer will see the change here. Transmit a pulse down here. The piston, which is a regular piston, not a sticky piston, will then push this redstone block into the dropper. And it doesn't lock the dropper quite like it locks a hopper. The idea is if there's a continuous signal into the dropper, it can't be activated again because it's already like occupied with a redstone signal. So another redstone signal from the chest won't be able to trigger it because it's already receiving a signal from here. So it has the effect of locking this out, and then it doesn't work. So again, yeah, see, we got a different one that time, right? So we can retrieve, but then you can see this has pushed that into place and has left it there. And now there's a redstone signal into this dropper. And now the dropper can't activate again. The chest can't activate it because it's already kind of occupied with that signal. So that's the idea. That's what I came up with for this kind of solution. Again, other people may have designed this exact thing before. I don't know. But this is what I arrived at. So, and it's nice because it takes up the space of the countertop here. I'm going to put maybe that behind it just to disguise the redstone behind it like this. I might not be able to do that though because Suspicious Stew will be standing there. But that'll be fine. That'll be fine. So what we need to do now is we need to install this into Suspicious Stew's little cubby hole down there. So his little shop, his subterranean shop. And then that should do it for this for now. Now, getting Stu out of the way so I can get that done is not going to be easy. How to go about this? I think the best way to go about this is just to temporarily stick him in a boat. A boat. There we go. Yeah, I think I can squeeze a boat in there. Let's try it. There we go. And I'll break that for right now. And then maybe I can get him in that boat. Oh, Stu! There. Okay, he's stuck in there now. Great. Now we can get to work. Yeah, we do have quite a bit of work we need to do here. All right, part of this was to actually make him jump up and down. That was the deal. Yeah, we've got some cleaning up to do here a little bit. There we go. All right. Let's empty out the inventory. There we go. Okay, that's good. I want to leave those decorative elements in there. I think I'm going to need that much space. Like this. Let's clear out some space down below. And Stu, you just sit tight there in the boat. You just sit tight there for right now, fella, while we work on this. Let's get the trapped chest in place. That's the first thing, and then everything else gets built around that. Our trapped chest. That's cool because, you know, I haven't used trapped chests that often in the game at all. This is like really old school stuff here. But in this case, it works so well. How about dropper? Yeah. How about a dropper, please? Could you just do the thing, people? Just do it. Okay, there it is. So it has to be a dropper. Dispenser does not work. Dispenser will just push the item through the chest and it'll pop out on the floor somewhere. The dropper will actually drop it into the chest, even though it's dropping it from below. I guess. I don't know. Let me see. We need a temporary block. A temporary block. right about here. And let me see, we'll take out some of these, give ourselves a little bit more room. Let me see. Stu gonna be all right if I do this? Yeah, he'll be fine. He'll be fine, people. We need an observer. So observer needs to be able to see the state of that dropper. We need a target block. You know, target blocks in survival are very expensive, but I love using them. Target block, we now need a piston, and we need a regular piston. And the whole idea behind the regular piston is it's not a sticky piston, so when it pushes the block into place, it can't retract it afterwards, and that's what gives it the lockout kind of ability. Then we need a piece of our redstone block, poised and waiting to do its thing. Right there. Okay, that's cool. Like this. And then this whole system should be in place. It should be ready to go. Right. I'm still going to use the pieces of wool until we work out something for the... Okay, concentrate bar. The suspicious stews. All right, so let's do that. I want to check the system one more time to be certain I haven't missed anything. This opens here. That activates the dropper. That'll push something into here. This will see that and then lock that into place. It should be okay. It should be okay. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine, people. And I will be pleased to move on from this whole secret tunnel thing because, wow, has this taken a long time to do. Yeah, see, it already did its thing, just like it was supposed to. It's almost as if it were designed that way. Let's get over here. Let's empty out the inventory, and let's just copy these over. Like that. Okay, we should be good. Let's go. Let's approach from down below. Hello, Mushi. Yeah, so we're going to need a Mushi back there. So I may extend his little booth here. Because you can get the suspicious stews from the cow. Even though this is creative and will restock from creative, still, you know, it's good lore to have the Mushi in there. Let's do this. Let's arm the system. All right, so system is armed. All right, so this should do this, and we should get a stew. Right, and then it should be disabled. Wow, that is loud. All right, now I got to check the redstone to make sure it's not doing something else weird. Like, see this target block? I'm wondering if it's activating because I can hear some noise. I wonder if it's activating that trapdoor. Yeah, it is. I can see it. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but... Yeah, so I think I'm going to take that out of there. Yeah, I think this will be fine. Okay, we can do a little bit of decoration here. and here. But you know what? I should either put stairs there or I should put slabs. Let's go with slabs. And you'll see, if you haven't gleaned what I'm trying to do right now, you'll see why in a moment. So the idea is I need to have access to this so I can restock it. And down here, we're going to make a little maintenance room down here. Now, just to brighten things up a little bit, I'm thinking of putting in the oak floor down here. And the maze wall, I'm going to keep black. But these walls here, I think I'm going to brighten up this place a little bit. Yeah. Here, I think I'm just going to install slabs around this. And I'm thinking of putting carpets in here. Countertop. What should the countertop be? I'm thinking maybe bookcases? You know, we don't have the shelves yet. I would really like to put the shelves there. That would be cool. But in the meantime, maybe the chiseled bookcases are just without anything in them. Hey, there's Lone Star. Welcome on in. You all can see the auto shutout there for fellow buffoon Lone Star. Hey, Lone, it's been a while, buddy. What have you been up to? Letty? Other than work. Working. I said other than working. Because that's a given. So I'm thinking something like this. I'm thinking something like that. And then we can put the brown carpets on top for the surface of the countertop. Something like that. I'm thinking that's pretty cool. Been playing all sorts. Okay. So I'm thinking something like this. And the cool thing about the carpets is it makes the countertop, and yet the chest can still open through it without breaking it. So that's always a plus. All right. I'm thinking what I would like to do here. I'll keep the floor like this because it indicates that it's part of the maze. Maybe I should do the walls with the black stone as well. Because I mean this looks a little too dark. I like the pots here. And the idea of flowers on the benches and stuff. These, I don't know if you've noticed, but they're the various flowers that are used to make the different stew effects, right? And so that's what we have here. Got an idea now what I want to build behind the prison. Okay, so we're talking Buffooncraft builds, viewers. Right, so you were working on towers there, right? So, considering streaming that, are you? And so this should do its thing. So when the player comes up here like this, the player should be here, and then we should get a stew in there. Let's see what's happening. I don't think I reset it. Let's find out what's going on here. And we're going to need access down here into the maintenance level. Yeah, it's locked from the last time, right? So we do that. It should be all set to go. this. And so another thing I'm thinking is putting the carpets back here, right? So, so maybe we'll have gray carpets back here, like dark gray, like that, just to cover that stuff up. You shouldn't be able to see through there, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah, going to build them up high. Might try to make some giant chairs from them to a central structure. Okay, so there's kind of a loose lore of giants in our season 6 world, which I think is very, very cool. And I've worked it into my build as well. Uh-oh. Yeah, let's not do that. Thunder. Some of that stuff has to remain. So I'm thinking, you know, the countertop area down below will look like this. So Stu's got a little bit, you know, got a little bit of cushioning for his feet there, for his plantar fasciitis, for his feet. We'll take this stuff out for now. And then I'm thinking we'll put the cow here in the background. But we need to... Why this? What was I doing here? I'm not entirely sure. But we can do something like that. And... yeah, we can do that. But you can see now, the functioning part is the coolest thing. See, you can walk here now. You can do this, pow, and it'll give you the stew. You take the stew and try it, but then if you try it again, it's disabled. I love that. And it's so small and compact and elegant. It's so satisfying. So very satisfying. Let's see. I'm going to take a shroom light. They're not called shroom lights. Well, those are called shroom lights, but I actually want a frog light. That's what brain is trying. Oh, what the heck is this? Oh, that's what they look like, huh? Ew. Okay. Let's do this. And I'm going to do that so when I'm working down here, I can see what's going on. That's nice. For now, let's put that right there just so we have some light. And we can work in here. We do need a lobby light, and I think we're going to do the Shut Mountain lobby light in there, and I'm going to make that one of these thingies. Copper bulb. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Now, this was a lot of work. So maybe I can do a control cut and paste as I replace this, because good Lord, to make these kinds of signs, good Lord, people, it's really tough. It's really tough. But what kind of walls should we have? Walls and ceiling. Lone, I'm really looking forward to seeing that. You know, this is a little weird. I'm when it comes to interiors, I'm kind of faltering. You know, at least this wall gets to remain the same. Let's put that up there for now so we can see a little better. The chains are going to be tough to make. Oh yeah. Yeah. Who made chains like that before? I'm thinking in Hermitcraft. I'm thinking it's probably Scar made those at Mumbo's base in season 7, maybe. So if you want to get an idea of how they did it, take a look at it. I'm not saying copy them directly, but yeah, those are tough. because you don't want them to be, you know, exactly, especially as they will be on a diagonal. Yes, and that I was just about to say that. Yeah, you know, you don't want them to be exactly a geometric, right? A 90s and 45s, right? You know, you want them to be angled and stuff. So yeah, those are always hard to build. I need to look for this. You know, this is one of those things where I should have Nebula do this, or Nova, or somebody. I should invite them on. Um, I'm okay at interiors, but I'm not as good as they are. So, just to remind players that they are in the maze, I'm thinking on maintaining the maze wall look down here. So this kind of a thing, right? With the various kinds of black stones. I'm thinking maybe I should do that. The cool thing about this is the wall units, we can hide light behind them to help light it up down there. Yeah, you know, that would be the easiest thing to do. Let's just go with that for now. So maybe not these cross pieces, but at least the outer walls, right? Because I don't know about you, but it seems to make sense to me to do that way. So I'm thinking something like this. And we just do this kind of a thing. Like this, and we just have the please hands, this kind of stuff for the walls. Maybe not for the outer walls, because I don't want them to show from the tunnel. So, you know, having this here, that's fine. Ceiling I might make a little different then, if that's the case. Put another one of those there. But this area here, I don't know what to make for this. I don't want it to be the blackstone. But I do kind of, I like this. And then I'm thinking right here might be a wall unit, right? Like this, we can take a polished blackstone wall right there. Right, and then behind that, we can just stick a frog light here. Oh, we already have one. And that's always my trick to, well, others have done it too, but the trick I use for hidden lighting. So see, that will shine through the wall unit and give some lighting. It's really cool. And you know what? I'm wondering if one right there would also be a good thing. Let me see, wall. Maybe we'll do a brick wall there. That's cool, because that'll give it a little depth right there next to the pot. Decorated pot. Then we can go over here and we could do this like this. And, you know, that just helps light things up a little bit more, right? This is what I'm thinking. Okay, we got to leave Sage's Yelp review up there. That's absolutely critical. Let us... I'm going to do this. This will put a lighting feature there. And we'll put another one here. So let's just do that. We'll do that, and we'll put one of those like that. Well, see, you know, they do need to, well, I don't know. We could do something like this, right? And then just put that in the corner so it does that. And so that's how you, yeah, we can, because some of the wall features, when you put them in there, right, they're going to, they'll show the sides of blocks you don't want to see. So let's take this one out. And let's put a few in here like this. And like that. There. Thinking like that. Now I'm gonna have to block up that hole, but that's no big, ain't no thing, you know what I'm saying? Here we'll do that. And I kind of like this. This is good. And you know what? Maybe I'll cover up these with some signs. So I'll say, you know, try our, you know, try one free sample or something like that, and one sample per customer or something like that. And I'll put those on there, right? So we can do that. All right, I do like this. Now, I have these, the nice spruce signs here, so I think I'll make these ones the oak signs, right? So I'll have free samples or free sample like this with an arrow pointing that way, and I'll say maybe one per customer this way. This way with the superfluous medial vowel. So let's do that. Let's do it like this. How about this? Free sample. And let's see, in what order does this? Okay, it'll do this. Maybe 1, 2, like that with that there. We'll do that. Okay, that's cool. One. Per customer. That's good. I think I did. Yeah, I think that's good. I think it's like that. Free sample, one per suspicious stews. Suspicious stews, good. All right, I like it. Let us have the toxic suspicious stew green with the glow. There we go. So we can do this, and this, and then this, and this. I like it. So, the thing I love the most about this is just how suspicious it looks. The customer comes running in here. What's this? Free sample? One per customer. Wait, what's going on here? So they come on in. Suspicious stews. And they're thinking, should I try this or not? And that's what I like. That's what I like, people. Now I'm putting the carpets down behind suspicious stew, and you can't see them at all. But that's a good thing. That's a good thing, trust me. All right, so I'm thinking this is almost finished. I'm thinking maybe I should leave the ceiling black. I kind of like that. And see, even without that frog lamp up there, it's pretty still pretty bright because of the hidden lighting features that I put in. So cool. Very cool indeed. All right, let's continue the walls at least to the back here. That's going to be a no-brainer. Which is fortunate because, you know, quite low on brains these days. Can I get that under the boat? No, I can't. All right, looks like that's going to have to wait. Get the different kinds of blocks here. What do we got there? I'm thinking I'll do something like that. We'll get some of these in here. Like this, and then maybe one like that. And where's the cracked? That always looks cool. We do this. And once more, we can get some hidden lighting. So we'll get a wall unit like this. And just a good old black stone wall. There we go. Maybe right there. That's a good one. See, we can do this. See how that just brightens up the place? Nice. I'm wondering if I can see this shelf from back there. Let's take a look. I don't think so. But I think that shelf is there to prevent him from jumping up over the countertop and fleeing through the maze. I think that's why that's there. You can see it a little bit, I guess. Okay. Stu, you need to stay here and man the shop. That's what you need to do. All right, and this is cool. Like we have the water supply here on the side doing its thing, right? Like this. Now this already has lighting features behind it and stuff, so I don't feel like I have to include that. But it does look very much like a dungeon, doesn't it? Cool. There we go. We'll put that under there. And that under there. Because they won't really show that much, but... like this, and then maybe this you won't be able to see at all, very likely, but there we go. Okay, I do like this. And let me think here. So I would like the coal to go right back here. And we have plenty here to choose from. And once more, we can hide some lighting feature. Hide some lightings back there. Lightings? Hide a lighting feature. You know what I'm trying to say. Let me see. Let's get a wall unit. Like that. There we go. So now, if we're over here, come on in. See, I like how brightly lit the place is. See, that looks pretty cool. I'm digging that. Oh, we're gonna have to do something about that. That's okay. Yeah, that's cool. That is really cool. All right, we got a little bit of that to do. Yeah, I need to take care of this right here. Maybe do something like that. Is that going to be all right? Yeah, you know, that's fine. This is a little inconsistent, though. Okay, that's a little better, I feel. Did I actually put the lighting in place there? No, I did not. All right, so I need some lighting there, and a little bit right there. There, see? Nice. All right, now the trick is to do a copy and paste here. And I think if I do... It used to let me do that. It used to let you copy and paste from the signs. I wonder, do I have to be in... this is going to seem strange, but... Yeah, I used to be able to copy and paste from these. Yeah, you just press Shift and drag your cursor across it, and it would copy and paste, but... that means that this is going to really suck to replace. You know, I'm going to hold off on replacing this because this is a lot of work, you guys, viewers, friends. This is a lot of work. So this, not so much so. This is pretty easy to do. Let me think. What am I trying to do here? Back to creative like this. I'm going to go like that. There used to be a way to duplicate things like this. Like you could duplicate it with the writing. I thought that was a thing, but... Then I need... Can I fit all of that? Yes. Now, the thing is, I have to put the 5 stars in there, and I think I know how to do this. So what I have to do is I have to go on a site. I could probably do it right from Windows too. How am I doing for time here? It's noontime. I'll tell you what. I'm going to do my break. I will run 3 minutes of ads. While I'm gone, I will go call up the site, get the Unicode ASCII for the stars, and then I'll be back and I'll put those up. Be right back. Or I should say, oh, hey there, welcome back. I should be in standing mode. Let's do that. Standing mode for the second half. All right. So I've reproduced it up here, and let me take a look. I know I haven't switched the display yet. Just give me a moment. Okay, I think I'm good. Okay, so what I've done is I've gone to a website here that has the Unicode symbols. It has a huge library of them. And then you could just select the Unicode symbol. In this case, it's a star. And even though the star is colored and it's textured and everything, when you put it into the Minecraft sign, it's going to just be a regular text looking. It won't have all of these artistic features to it, right? And so you could just do this, right click on it, copy, and then copy to the clipboard. And then you can go back into the game. And then when you select this, you can hit paste and it'll paste it right in. Right? So any of those Unicode characters. So if you're wondering how they do Unicode characters, that's the way that I do them. I think it's the fastest, easiest way to do that. Right? And then I just hit it with a white dye and the glow squid, and then it comes out like that. These are also Unicode symbols. It's just the block symbol. And then it puts them in there, just black text blocks. And then when you hit it with the green dye and the glow squid, you get this, right? So that's how you can get the Unicode symbols and the signs. Just a cool little trick in Minecraft that you can do to make things look a little snazzier, you know. All right, like I said, I'm going to leave this feature until later because I would really like to just be able to copy these the way they are, and I'm sure there's a way to do it, I just forget. And that way I can select all of this, copy it to the clipboard, rip down the sign, replace these blocks with whatever I'm going to use, and then put the sign back up and just paste it back into place. Because nudging all these squares over and stuff to get them to line up to make the letters, it's a pain, people. It's a pain. Let me see here. This is all good. I think I'm going to leave all of that like that. I'm going to leave the doorway like this with the... Yeah, I'm going to leave all of this here. I like it. All right, and let's just do the back part of it. Right. So I'm thinking, let's do that. Okay, I like all of that. I want to really confine Suspicious Stew to this front area right here, these three. So let's do that. Let's get him in place there. These should be all right. I think those, we will do that kind of a thing with it. Let's take these out for the moment. This is probably going to lead to a problem. Oh, yep. And that did lead to a problem. Observer. Problem with my hands. It's the same problem. They don't do what I tell them to do. Right. There we go. Let's rip up the carpets for right now. Let's get Stu's boat over here. Like this. And then what I would like to do is get the countertop back in place. Oh, you know what? We can't put carpets down underneath the trap doors. But you know what? That's going to be okay, I'm thinking. I'm thinking that's going to be fine. You see, we have the different direction now of these. Oh, thunder, really. Dude. Can I... No, he doesn't like that either. How can I do this to keep him out of there? Maybe like that, temporarily. And then I'll break the boat. And just temporarily undo this kind of a thing. Like that. And we'll put the carpets in place. But see, I'm wondering, should I put carpets there? This is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking if you get up close to the counter, can you see the floor? You can't see the floor, so I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay there. I mean, should I have some sort of wall or something here? Or like a fence gate or something, and then I can have the cow on the other side of it. Because it doesn't make sense to have like a countertop there, I suppose. Need plenty of room down here so I can work. That may be okay. See, my idea is I want carpets here. I'm thinking I want carpets there, but maybe I don't. And then I'm thinking maybe like a 2-block space here. And I'm not 100% certain what to do with this. Maybe something like that? I don't think it's really going to show. Or maybe they should just be the oak stairs. I mean, they'll show a little tiny bit, but... if I should even put anything there at all. Okay, looks like I have some moderation to do. See ya. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should just leave it like that, right? I think that's good. But I am tempted. I am very tempted to replace this with wall units. Yeah, like, or at least fence pieces, right? That's spruce. Let's get oak. And then we'll use a spruce gate, slightly different color. Like this. And then I'm thinking... you just stay right there. Okay, we'll be able to see some of this now. What I like to do here is use the podzol. Now, I know that target block looks kind of janky there, and these two. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. There. Okay, that's better. I don't think we'll be able to see this target block from behind the counter. Even if we get right up on the counter. Yeah. Well, I mean, if you jump, you can barely see it. I think we're going to be good. I think we're going to be good. I like it. I like it. Now, it's kind of unfortunate that it's set up on the odds because double doors to bring the cow in would be kind of cool. Now, am I going to be able to see this frog light from above? Hopefully not. What have we got going here? Yeah, we don't see that at all. That's great. All right, we need some sort of backdrop. We need to put the cow in there, and then a couple of cow features. Put a little water in there for our bovine friend. And you know what? Let's go 3 with these. Like that. That should be plenty of room. Blackstone Thunder. Blackstone, please. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, just the regular stuff. Like that, with a little bit of this. And maybe one of these. Like that. Extend that outward. Okay, these are showing from the front. That's why I leave those there. Okay. I like it. I like it. And you know what? I think I'm going to do the fence post with a gate. I think I'm going to do that. Or maybe 3 gates right across. Leave that open with some black concrete behind it. So I'm thinking something a little like this. I mean, we have tons of room down here, right? So like that. And then I'm thinking something like, or I said 3 fence gates, right? So I'm thinking something like that. Let me see, stair. Slab. Yeah, like that. I mean, some of those features, well, they do. They show a little bit. And so what I'm thinking is a little something like this. Like that, and then like this. I know I've forgotten the cow. Well, I know you don't see the cow, but I haven't forgotten. So I'm thinking something like that, right? Maybe we make it a little taller. And then we can put the cow right in there. I think part of the problem is might be this. Like that. Is that what's obliterating my depth of field? Like that. Yeah, that's better. Okay, I do like that. All right, good. Now, what to name our cow? Follow me. Oh, wait. What the heck am I doing? You know, I have played this game before. I have played this game before, people. I'm tempted to name the cow Clarabelle. Yeah, let's do that. Some of you might get that. Even though the cow's not black colored. Like the actual Clarabelle cow. All right, let's do that, and let's open up some access from the top. There we go. So I can get in here and I could put in some features. All right, I think the features will show from the back, so the further back there. So let's put a cauldron. Right here, maybe. Like this. We'll fill it with some water. There we go. I'm going to put some bales of hay here. I think that's good. Let's break said boat. We're going to need a name tag, so I'm going to do this for right now. Hey, please. Hands. Anvil. Clang. Name tag. And is there an E on the end of that? Let me see. I was right. There is an E on the end of that. There we go. I like this. I like this a lot. It's got lore, it's got silliness. It's cool stuff. We should have 3 more of the flowers. There are 9 flowers total. Where to put said flowers? I guess I could put like 2 of them here. Or, you know, I could put 2 more. But I feel that's a little cramped. Right? Yeah, I don't like that at all. This, I get the same kind of feeling like that's too much. We could put them on top of the vases. That would take care of 2 of them. We do have that right there. And we could put another one right there. Like, but you know what? If I do this... I wonder if I should use like 2 more decorated pots. Like put one right there and I can put a flower in there. I can put a decorated pot. I can put a flower in there. Or I think I can put them right along the top row here. These 3 right here. I think I can do that. Get rid of that. I mean, it's almost a no-brainer to put them in there, right? I mean, but I think part of the problem was if I try to put this in here, the carpet is already there, and I don't think I can occupy them with both. Yeah, I can. All right. That's why that's like that, people. All right, now the idea was... Okay, I can drop those right on the top like that. Yeah, I'm thinking I might be able to get away with that. these like this. Now that might be too crowded, so if I do this, I should be okay. I think I can fit the flowers up in there. Oh, let me see if they're even visible. Yeah, they'll be visible up there. You'll be able to see them. I should just leave that open. It's not like they can escape. Yeah, this should be all right. And then I'll put the 3 flowers on top of there. Okay, now there should be the types of flowers for suspicious stew. So let me do a quick search here. So let's do Minecraft, Java, suspicious stew flowers, like this. We'll go to the fandom, go to the wiki. Usually they have like a table with the different kinds of flowers right in them. And you can see a list of them. That's what I'm looking for. Oh, here they are. All right, let's do this. Let's get the debug screen on. Let's just go right down the list. See, and then there's a couple of that have 2 flowers. For example, the allium, right? Let me see, do I have target block? Target block. Okay, good. They tell me what that is, right? So oh yeah, I can just do that. Because some of them are doubled. Let me show you what I mean. Jelly bean. Let me show you. Like this. And what I'm thinking of is I'll just go right down the list and I'll equip each one. Like this. So here are each of the flowers that are used in suspicious stew. So let's get an allium like this. We'll get an azure bluette. Like this. We'll get a blue orchid. We'll get a dandelion. We'll get a cornflower. Like this. Lily of the valley. Like that. Ox-eye daisy. We'll get a poppy. And we'll get a torch flower. Like this. All right, then we'll just have the tulips. And we have different types of tulips. We'll just grab one kind of tulip and then a wither rose. All right, so let's just go right down the list here. 1, 2, 3. Let's go 4, 6. Now we'll come over here like this. Hey, hey, hey. It. Why do I have to be so stupid? Hands, please. That's a rhetorical question. Chat, do not answer that. We know the answer. Right, like that, and that. See, that's all that we were trying to do. It's easy. It's easy. Then tulips and wither roses, right? So let's just grab the first guy. Well, what's a color that we don't have? We don't have any orange flowers really, so we'll grab an orange tulip. I know the torch flower has orange elements in it, but tulip like that, and then wither rose, of course. Should go right here, like this. Like that. Let's hop on down and have ourselves a butcher. Good. We've got the different kinds of flowers for the stews. Awesome. We got Clarabelle back there. We have Suspicious Stew himself. I just need to take care of this front piece, but like I said, that's very long and drawn out. I suppose I could do the top part, but I'm just really terrified of... Well, I'm not terrified. I just really don't want to, as I'm breaking these blocks, break one of these blocks and pop off the sign. But this is cool. This is very cool. I'm thinking maybe I can get the the thumbnail right here if I'm careful. If we could just get Clarabelle down off of the... There we go. And Stew over to the side. There we go. Like that. I think that's a pretty good thumbnail. I mean, we still have a few more minutes to go. We have plenty of time, so... Let's see. Let's get out of F5. There we go. Yeah, we're almost finished here. I'm still thinking maybe I should try... Well, I can't, though, because of the carpet. See, I do want to have the carpet there. I do like the way it looks. So that's fine. It's fine. It'll be fine, people. Fine. Yeah, this is good. This is good. Maybe they'll check these barrels. Nothing in them, of course, right? And you know what? I'm thinking maybe I should turn on that copper bulb. That would look cool. Maybe I should fire up said copper bulb. Button. Please, come on now, please. If I do, there, like that. That way it looks like it's brewing or something, right? And it's like this, and of course it always adds a little more light, right? Cool stuff. Very, very cool stuff. I like this a lot. I really do. Like I said, the only thing I have to do is I have to finish up something there. This should do it. In fact, you know what? I may end stream a little early so I can go fetch Kachi. because I've made such progress. Let's make an access point down here into the room. Oh, wait. No. Wait. I can't finish yet. There's one more feature I need to do. All right, so we have an access point here. This is good. So we can reload. We can go and reload the stews whenever we need to. You know what? I need to step out of the studio for just a moment. I will be right back. Okay, and I'm back. Sorry about that. Had to step out for a moment. Let's see. What I was thinking of, I thought there was a way that in Minecraft you could select, especially in creative mode, you could select a block and just, and without a command block, you could just select it and copy it with all its contents. Let me search that up and see if I can find that. I think I saw that in a SciVolt video. Yeah, that was stupid. I need to do that over here in the iPad. Wow, I'm struggling today. Contents like this. Let's do creative mode. There we go. Let me see. While in creative mode, you can easily copy a container and its contents by using the pick, block, middle, and holding the control key. That's what it is. Yeah. So, so we do this. Press down control, do this, and do this. And now if I hit this now, if I set this down and do this and click on it, it should have everything in it. Ah, see? Isn't that cool? All right, so what's going to happen now is I will load this up with the various suspicious stews, okay? And then I can just select this and paste them into my inventory and then just come over here and then just load them up. That's what I'm thinking. So if I do this, and I'm going to need the various kinds of suspicious stews. So let's stock those up in a barrel like this. In fact, let's just do this right along this entire wall. And then we'll call it a stream, people. But this is a handy thing to know. That's why I wanted to get this down in the stream before we concluded the stream. Because building on creative mode, this is a cool thing to do. It saves a lot of time. And then we'll make a little note on a sign with it so we can see it. Let's put another one like right here. This is plenty bright now. So as I'm maintaining the tunnel, like this, I know I can come in here and I can drop on down here like this. Into here, and then we can do some maintenance here. Let's do barrel. And what I'm thinking of like this, and I'm thinking of putting each kind of stew right here as we identify it. So if I do this, now these should tell me the different kinds, right? This is saturation. All right, maybe I can just get away with doing this. And then I can put a sign up here. Like this. Right. Like that. Okay. And then the next one we can do. This one is blindness. Right. And we'll just go one by one here. Ah, that's not how you do that, Thunder. I know how to spell blindness, really. Please. Okay. Let's go to like this. We got blindness. We've got nausea. Sage, I'm not too late. Yeah, we're hanging out right here at the end. Still got a few more minutes to go. You all can see the auto shout out there for the real foolish one himself, fellow buffoon. Sorry, I'm a little focused on this. This is multitasking at my limit. Doing something as simple as this. We got nausea. We have a night vision. Right there. I hope you are well, sir. How are you? I'll go with it. Let's do like this. We did night vision. Next one, fire resistance. Like this, okay. Next one. That was fire resistance. This is weakness. There we go. And then here, let me see. Let's do like that. That was weakness. This one is regen. Or regeneration, as the Frenchmen say. Let's get this. Let's do like this. Regen, jump boost. Good. No, I want it down one line to be consistent. Nice. And then last but not least, see, if you look at this, there's 10 different kinds here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Shi ba jo shi. See, there are 10. There aren't 9, there are 10. I thought there was 9. So this one's poison. Little Belle Biv DeVoe action here. Poison. And then see, now this throws everything off, but whatever. So I could do this. And let's use the same code that they do. All right, so it's blue and red, right? So like this. So saturation, night vision, fire resistance, regen, jump boost. So that's 4 versus that's 5 and 5, so they're about even, right? And there isn't one that you could really consider being sort of neutral. Right? So yeah, I don't know. Because we can only fit 9 into the dropper. That's the idea. Yeah, I'm kind of, I don't know. I think, don't overthink it. Let's just do glow like this. I love the glow squid ink. So cool. I mean, I could preload this with one. I could do that. Right, and what I'm thinking of is maybe I can swap one of these out with wither. So one wither and one wither out. So I could do this, right? I can do this kind of a thing. And so the cool thing about this is I can preload these, right? And this is the idea. Right, where I can just do the control, press control and middle click on this, get this into my inventory, and then just replace this with this, right? And just load them all up. This is going to be cool. Let's do this. Copy. Let's do for the scroll wheel, right? Plus control, right? Copies both the contents and everything, right? Cool. Let's get some dye. I'm going to go with a light gray. And I'm going to do some low squidiness right there. Here, here, and here. I'm going to go maybe here, here, and here, like this. And then see, I'm thinking we can do this kind of a thing, right? Where we can just go actually, I should have these the other way around, huh? There we go. So I can just do this kind of a thing. And that way they're all set, and then I can just copy this. Yeah. And then I can do essentially the same thing, but just change the last one. And since they'll pull from a random order, it doesn't matter if they're loaded in the same order. Like this. Like that. Okay, that's cool. And then the idea is I can just do this kind of a thing, right? Like I want to load this up. This one's empty right now. So I can just mid-click control like this. And I can just load this up into my inventory like this. And I know I have I have no repeats, right? Then I can just load it all up like this. And then I'm good. All right, so that would be a quick reload. Something like that. That should do it. We have one minor thing off camera here that I have to fix. I have to complete. And that's the wall behind this and this sign. I just want to take the black concrete out and put some other kind of material back there. And that should do it. This should be done. And the whole tunnel situation should be wrapped up. Okay, let's see if there's anybody to whom we can raid out. So many folks streaming right now. A lot of buffoons. I mean, a lot of hermits, but no buffoons or buffoon friends. What's with this time slot, people? You know who I haven't seen in a while is Duke of Euphoria. Duke Euphoria. I haven't seen him in a while. So let's raid on out to him. Okay, so let us log off the server here. We'll switch on over to the cam scene, which I never like adjusted for the standing mode, but that's okay. Um, yeah, let me log off of that. I am very satisfied with our progress today. Of course, it does help when you prep for the stream a little bit. So um, let's do this. Let's set up the raid. So you know the standard outro by now. You should be able to see the raid message there in the chat. You can copy and paste that into the chat if you'd like to join us along on this raid. Let's set up the raid itself. And I need to put the underscore in there. And there we are. Okay, so yes, the raid is counting down for fellow streamer Duke Euphoria. I keep saying of Duke Euphoria. You know, he's not marked with family friendly or mature, but yeah, he's really cool. So family friendly viewers, there might be some language in there and stuff like that, but he's a really cool dude. He's a friend of a number of the buffoons. So, and we've rated out to him before. So just a heads up though. And I always encourage the viewers to join us along on these raids. Even if you can't stay for the entire stream, just drop in and say hi. And if you feel so inclined, follow some bits, some subs. That'll be really cool. Just remember that we do this Generation stream every Wednesday, usually from noon to 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Today, we had to go a little bit earlier. Our next stream will be Friday. That'll be from 11 a.m. to 1 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That will be Buffooncraft SMP Season 6. And then the stream after that will be Sunday from 4 to 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That will be Kochi Time. Yes, Kochi Time has returned. So, all right, everybody, enjoy the rest of your morning, your evening, your afternoon, wherever you happen to be. Join us again next time. Bye for now, everyone.